I love Star Wars fans, but let's be honest, some of them are full of Panther poo-poo. Let's take a look at some of those. Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, believe it or not, coming back at you with another video. Oh, well, so what are we going to look at today? This is one I'm going to call, I better not say the S word. I'll get my ads taken down or limited like my Cara Dune video. Stuff that didn't really happen, but Star Wars fans said they didn't happen. As I call, that didn't happen. Before we get started, as always, check out this new shirt we got. And all shirts on sale, depending on when you watch this video. But today, if you're watching it on the 13th, they're on sale right here. And if you're a fan of WKRP, you'll probably like that shirt. But we got a lot of other ones you'll like. And of course, become a YouTube member or Patreon member. Links and all that's in the description. You know all that already. I'm not going to waste any more of your time, but I am good at wasting it. And here's one from Twitter, I believe. But I see this a lot. In fact, I did a video about the rocket firing Boba Fett, how a prototype was stolen. And I think I've seen like 5. Now, I'm probably not that many. 3 or 4 of these in the comment section. So I'll pull just one. Thought I'll read it to you guys here. Great video. It's good to know. Believe it or not, my friend's dad worked at Kenner and would bring boxes home. I guess he means boxes of figures. We both got 2 rocket firing Boba Fetts. You know how many people out there that know someone that worked at Kenner, or parents worked at Kenner, or had a friend they know someone at Kenner, and they got a Boba Fett rocket? I think if everyone was true, then there would be more Boba Fetts than a Luke Skywalker action figure. I mean, I hate to call people liars. Maybe some of them are just misremembering. Maybe, he had a friend that had a dad that worked at Kenner, and he did bring toys home, and he had a Boba Fett in it. And over the years, a lot of times you misremember. You think, oh, maybe I did have that. Really, you didn't. Maybe somebody just pulled the rocket out with glue, broke it off, and in his mind, he thought he had a rocket-firing Boba Fett. I don't want to call everyone liars, but when I see so many of these, I have to say, that shit didn't happen. I mean, the figure was never painted, except for one painted one that we know at Toy Fair. It was never that close to being released. It was never mass-produced. No one was going home with it. Yes, some designers had prototypes that they took home and kept when they decided not to do the figure. But come on. Here's one that's a little bit more fun. This one we had to go way back for this one. I think this is about the release of one of the Star Wars movies. Let's take a look here. Classic. Took my 9-year-old daughter to see the new Star Wars movie. We love watching movies together and enjoy this one. Let me stop right there. I'm going to take a page out of my inspiration for this video, Gina and say, here's the setup. She has to let everyone know she's a mother. Has to let everybody know the age of her child, because that's going to show how smart her kid is. And what else is there? Oh, and that they love to watch movies. She has to show that she's a good parent and that they hang out, they bond, they watch movies together. So you can see a lot of people, especially when it comes to Facebook, they want that pat on the back. Anyway, so they love to watch movies. They went to see the new Star Wars movie. However, she really touched my heart when after the movie, she looked up at me, paused for a few moments. God, this lady's so dramatic. She paused after a few moments and then told me she was happy to finally get to see a movie with a girl hero like her that didn't need to be rescued by a man. She said she was so proud to be a female, just like Rey. Oh, shit, that didn't happen. Now, there's no 6-year-old that went to see the movie and the credits are rolling and she looks at you. For a moment now, she looks at you, got to ponder what she just took in. A female, she couldn't believe it. Some of these people act like that no female ever been cast in a movie, ever. And The Force Awakens was the first time a female was ever hired to be in a film. This shit didn't happen. Just reading it told me she was finally got to see a movie with a girl hero that didn't need to be rescued. Didn't Han and Finn and Chewbacca go to rescue her? I guess in a way she was escaping on her own, but she would have never got off that planet without no help from men. These people on Facebook. Okay, and here's another one of shit that didn't happen. Just got an update from yet another source. You know that means made up when they say that. About the situation with Gina. Confirming a lot of what I said in my last video. Don't know what he said, but I'm sure it's made up. I will be sharing this new info and whatever updates I get tonight on Friday Night Frolics? What a stupid name. What the hell is a Friday Night Frolic? Anyway, I didn't see his video to know what he's talking about. But this one here, I didn't even take the name off of. Doom Penis. And believe me, pull up any tweet on his, and it's shit that didn't happen. Yeah, he's got inside sources. They're called 4chan. Okay, let's go to another one here. Here's another female on Facebook, so she's probably going to need a couple of pats on the back. Was at a store looking for Star Wars toys for Aubrey. Anyway, she was at the store looking for Star Wars toys for Aubrey. She really likes Rey and Rose, but could not find one female hero. I'll get back to that. Only boy figures or bad guys and monsters. Monsters. She cried her heart out and wanted to know why the toy companies didn't make girl heroes. I was lost for words and cried on the way home. She is 7. There again, it's got to point out the age, so because it makes her look smart. If she was 21, she wouldn't, age wouldn't matter. She's 7 and already seeing. She's 7 and already seeing it's a man's world. Man world. Again, shit that didn't happen. Well, let's start off. Let's see. Skip over there. The kid's name's Aubrey. Trendy. She likes Rose. She likes Rey and Rose. I mean, when I read this, I said, this has got to be somebody screwing around. Just to put Rose, nothing against Rose. I mean, if you like Rose, you like Rose, but it seems like that's that go-to to be trolling or to be, the Phantom Menace says Rose. It just seemed a little too, but I'm going to leave it in there. Only boy figures and bad guys and monsters. What monsters are in Star Wars? Hey, lady, they're aliens. Not monsters. She cried her heart out. So this girl, 7, started crying because she couldn't find a Rose figure. And who can't find a Rose figure? And a Rey figure? Now, I admit, I go to Walmart sometime and I can't find a Boba Fett figure and I start crying. So I understand that. But, of course, I'm not 7. And she wanted to know why toy companies didn't make girl hero. These same people that think no female has ever been in a movie before The Force Awakens, they also think toy companies never ever have made a female toy. Let's just go on. Here's one from Twitter here. And the handle is Raylo for life. So we're going to get some gold on this one here. My teacher read my Raylo fan fiction story. Fan fiction story. My teacher read my fan fiction story and gave me extra credit for writing about a topic so bold. And gave me extra credit for writing about a topic so bold and toxic. He said I was a brave as Rey. Oh God. Oh God. First, Raylo fan fiction. That might be the worst thing they read ever. I'd rather read about a love triangle during the Holocaust. And her teacher was so proud of her, gave her extra credit for this Raylo fan fiction because it was such a bold and toxic story to write about. I mean, how brave was she to write about Raylo? First, who's going to read your stupid fan fiction story besides you and your teacher? How brave and bold is that? What? Who cares? I don't understand how it's. I don't even. Let's go. Here's one from a guy named. Here's one from Fred or Ted. I think it's Ted, who says, F word, fuck. All those white men who are crying and upset because a young black man is playing a stormtrooper. Hey, pick up the phone. It's the world calling. It's not 1950 anymore. It's not a white man's world. It's everyone's world. Get over yourself. Again, I don't know if these are parodies or somebody's trying to play a trick on me, but I don't know, man. I don't know, but let's just break this one down here. Affect all these white men. Like every person that didn't like the Finn character is upset because it was a black guy playing a stormtrooper. I don't know anyone. I talked to a lot of Star Wars fans. Never heard anyone upset about a black stormtrooper in my life. Hey, pick up the phone. How sassy is that? Hey, pick up the phone. That's some sass. That's some Facebook with sass. Hey, pick up the phone. It's the world calling. It's not 1950 anymore. It's not a white man's world. It's everyone's world. Get over yourself. That one's got 738 likes. Come on, Ted. I don't even know what to add to that. I mean, it picks on itself. I don't need to break it down and make fun of it because you guys, just reading it normal is enough to make you laugh and giggle. Here's another one right here. I mean, where we go? We got three more. Oh well, here's another one from Amanda on Facebook. This one is definitely shit that never happened. I mean, this is probably the poster child of shit that never happened post when it comes to Star Wars. Are you ready? Sit back. Get this. This has got all the hot points to point out. You know, it's got all the Raylo and it's got everything. Today I was leaving Target. A guy and his buddy in a MAGA hat, MAGA, Make America Great hat, the red hat. Got to throw that in there. It's one of those trigger words you got to put in there. Him and his buddy in their MAGA hats saw my Raylo shirt. The one guy pointed and said something I could not hear. Then, as they passed by, he said, "Ray is Mary Sue." I turned around and asked if he had a problem with me. And his buddy said that Star Wars was for guys, not girls, and that I must be a dyke. The other guy laughed and said, "Yeah, I bet she's also an N lover," but he didn't use the word N. I can't say that word. Why is it? Am I saying it wrong? It sounds wrong in my ear. I literally thought they were going to kill me. I hate this hick town. Who wrote this one? That Jesse Smollett or whatever his name is? I mean, this has got all the trigger words. First up, wearing MAGA hats. I live in the South, and I see a lot of people that like Trump. I'm not here to talk politics about if you like Trump or not. Let's go. You like it. You like him. If you don't, you don't. Okay, I'm not here to talk about that. But I live here in the South, and I see a lot of signs for Trump. I've never once seen anyone walking around. Well, I've seen one at Walmart one time. I've never seen people with MAGA hats. But somehow these people, everywhere they go, they're just crowds of them. And she's wearing a Raylo shirt. Where do you even get a Raylo shirt? I know where you don't get a Raylo shirt. Junkman.com. Damn, that would have been a good-ass plug if I didn't screw it up. Where do you even get a Raylo shirt? I know where you don't get one. Junkmanmerch.com. Shameless plug. That would have been better if I didn't screw it up. So they saw and they said, "Razor Mary Sue." He whispered it to his friend. Oh no, he walked past her and said, "Razor Mary Sue." How hack can you get? So you got to throw that in there. She turned around and asked, she stood up first. "You got a problem with me?" And his buddy said, what did his buddy say? "Oh, no one's ever said this. No one, I can't even read it. No one's ever said this. Star Wars is for guys, not girls. You must be a dyke. And they went on to say she had to throw the N-word in there to show that the MAGA hat guys were racist. It's like every stereotype you can think of, everything you can think of, had to throw it in there. That shit never happened. Okay, let's see. We got two more here. Here we go. This is a good one, guys. You'll like this one here. Boys at Comic-Con. She's breaking it down to show you the difference between boys going to Comic-Con and girls going to Comic-Con. This is boys going to Comic-Con. Get told that their costumes are amazing. Okay? Asked to talk on panels. Okay? I've been to cons, but I've never been to Comic-Con. I've never been asked to talk on a panel. And go to the bathroom with no line. I'll give you that. A lot of times the cons I do, maybe it's a small line or a little line. Here's what girls go to Dragon Con experience. Get called a slut for their cosplay costume. Told panels are for boys only. And try to hold in pee as they stand in a line with 60 other girls waiting for the bathroom. Okay, let's break this down. Boys, get told their costumes are amazing. Okay, I'm sure they do. I'm sure the girls are. Okay, I'll give you that one. Asked to talk on. I've never been asked to talk on a panel just because I'm at Comic-Con. I mean, that panel stuff's always planned out months before the Comic-Con. Nobody's just walking around and walks past somebody and says, "Hey, you're a dude. You got balls. Why don't you come talk on the panel? You got a penis?" No, that doesn't happen. Go to the bathroom with no line. I'll give you that one. Girls, get called a slut for their cosplay costume. I've never once heard any girl being called a slut because of her costume. Maybe there's some other girls that are like, ugh, why you gotta sexualize everything? And they probably did. If anybody's calling any other girl a slut for wearing a costume at a Comic-Con, it's another girl. And it's probably a girl like this one right here. What else? Oh, told panels are just for boys. What? Does people live in an alternative universe or something? No, I've never once been to a con and they said, "Hey, here's a panel. Here's Doctor Who panel. Hey, here's Sliders panel," with a sign above it, "Boys only." And I give her the waiting in line with 60 girls trying to hold in her pee. I will give her that one. Okay, I think we've got one more. And here we go. This is definitely, this is not just Star Wars. If you took all the shit never happened posts on the internet, this one would have had to be in the top 10. I would say in the top 3. This shit never, ever, I bet my life on it, this never happened. Not even one word of it is true. You ready? Wow, guys, you will not believe me. I don't believe him. But trust me, it happened. Oh, well, I guess I have to believe him now. I was at Trader Joe's. And I saw Rian Johnson. Yes, the guy that erected the awful Jedi. He was behind me at the checkout. I paid for my stuff. And right as I was leaving, I turned and said, "Hey, thanks for ruining Star Wars for the fans." He looked shocked, but a little sad, and said, "It was not made for man babies." He didn't even care that I didn't like it. That's how selfish he is. See what I put myself through to make videos for you guys? If it's not reading those crazy, stupid Craigslist ads, I gotta read all this made up shit that never happened. Oh, the only thing in this story that might be true is that this dude went to Trader Joe's. He seems like some kind of jerk that would go to Trader Joe's. Okay, let's see. He was at Trader Joe's and he saw Rian Johnson. No, you didn't. You didn't go to Trader Joe's to see Rian Johnson. I'm sure Rian Johnson goes to grocery stores. He might even go to Trader Joe's, but you did not see Rian Johnson. And he has to throw in that he directed The Awful Jedi. He can't say The Last Jedi. He has to say The Awful Jedi. Ugh. That's just, ugh. And then he paid for his stuff. And then right when he was leaving, Ryan's coming up to pay next. He turns around and he says, "Hey, thanks for ruining Star Wars for the fans." And then he's upset because Ryan Johnson didn't even seem like he cared. Let's just say for the story that this really happened, which he didn't. It didn't happen at all, but let's just say for this video that it did happen. Just for this little few seconds. Let's say it did happen. What's Ryan Johnson supposed to do? Oh, I'm sorry you didn't like it. I'm sorry. Anyway, what else did he... Oh, what did Ryan... Ryan said it was not made for man babies. Please, people, if you're going to make up stories, at least make it sound somewhat believable. What are you talking about? Like, because they're at Trader Joe's, he sees Ryan Johnson, and he turns, hey, thanks for ruining Star Wars for all the fans. I didn't make it for the man babies. Even Itchy Baka wouldn't believe this stuff. That's for you, Itchy. I don't know. That's about 9 of them. That's all I could bring myself to look at. Some of these actors have been saving for this video for a long time. But that's all I could look at. I mean, this really turned my stomach. This is some horrible stuff to look at. But again, I do this for you guys, so you don't have to. But I'm sure you see some stupid shit on your Facebook and social media accounts. So let me know some stupid stuff you see in the comments below. Or maybe I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me you believe this guy really saw Ryan Johnson at Trader Joe's and he really said this to him and Ryan Johnson really repeated back. Let me know. Or let me know. Maybe I'm wrong about Comic-Con. Maybe there are boys only panels for Sliders and Blake 7 or something. Oh well. Tell me all that and more in the comments below. Let's just have fun in the comment now. Don't get all toxic about your Raylo fanfiction stories. As always, please subscribe to the channel. Thumb up if you like my content. And we'll talk again soon.
Junkman.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.